The gallery was opened in 1962. It was the first part of Buckingham Palace ever to be open to the general public, and as a result generated huge excitement.
I'm always so happy that we're able to share the Royal Collection like this. People can come and see the wonderful breadth and depth of what is held in trust for the nation. In the 18th century, this site was a conservatory for George III and Queen Charlotte. That was demolished and Queen Victoria had a chapel built on the site. In September 1940, at the height of the Blitz, this part of the palace site was the only part to suffer a direct hit from aerial bombing. There's a letter that survives, written by the wife of King George VI, Queen Elizabeth, describing the site after the bomb. It all happened so quickly that we had only time to look foolishly at each other when the scream hurtled past us and exploded with a tremendous crash. It flattened the chapel, leaving a ruined part of the palace. The derelict site was redeveloped into a gallery.
Apparently it was the idea of the late Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, and is named after Queen Elizabeth II, in whose reign it was originally opened. It was opened in 1962. Great excitement. Apparently there were queues around the block.
It gives you a thrill to create an exhibition. The first one that inspired me was actually in the old Queen's Gallery. Turned around the corner, entered the Red Room, and there was the Canaletto exhibition of 1980 to 81. And I thought, this was an absolute wow. We reopened in 2002 in time for Queen Elizabeth's Golden Jubilee. Major works to convert what were inner courtyards, outer courtyards, and create this wonderful space of 3 galleries.
And of course, the gallery in London has its counterpart in Edinburgh, attached to the Palace of Holyrood House, and that was opened in 2002. The change of name from the Queen's Gallery to the King's Gallery reflects the fact that we have a new king, King Charles III. Just as you would change the coinage or stamps or indeed so many other details that come with that momentous event. King Charles III was, as Prince of Wales, chairman of the Royal Collection Trust for many years, and he's now our patron, and so is very much invested and very interested in the work of the Royal Collection, sharing it with the public by opening the occupied royal palaces. The Royal Collection is held in trust by the King for the nation and for his successors. It's not owned by him as a private individual. The Royal Collection is one of the largest and most important art collections in the world. It's one of the very few of the great European royal collections still to survive intact.
It's the richness of the Royal Collection that is so unique. It's sharing what is this great formed collection.
The King's Gallery is open to everybody. Anyone who is interested in looking at beautiful and thought-provoking objects, I think the King's Gallery is the place for you.
With the change of the name from the Queen's Gallery to the King's Gallery, we've recently launched another initiative, which is to have £1 tickets, which are available to people on universal credits and other benefits, so that as many people as possible can actually find their way to the King's Gallery.
The aims of the Royal Collection Trust is to care for the collection and to share it with the public.
The Queen's Galleries in London that opened in the 1960s and in Edinburgh that opened in 2002 are both now renamed the King's Galleries, and they're still showing a revolving exhibition programme open to everybody, highlighting beautiful works of art from the Royal Collection.